how and why of travel. I was on my last trip to Japan, taking another exploration of the country, having a wonderful time. I would love to go back to get lost with some night shots in Tokyo with a friend, or to take my son there for the first time on a broad trip and see the place again. But it got me thinking about on this particular trip and on the flight over on the how and why of travel. And I just finished a book called The Art of Travel by Alain de Botton. It's different from other travel books that I've read or books on the subject, and explores the how and why aspects of travel more. What does that mean? The hidden sides, kind of, or the psychological side of travel is what I was interpreting. The parts that you take with you, that comes with you still, even when you think you're going to leave it at home, those things that guide the how and the why aspects of travel are those things you bring with you. And I think the how and the why parts of travel are the parts that we most rush through, and focusing instead more on the when, who, where, and especially in the what, racing around to the next thing, the next itinerary, the next activity. I'm at times guilty of this. I love new experiences, and often I fit in way too much, especially if I'm on a trip doing something particular. My opinion, the how part of travel can be much up for debate and is intriguing in its own right. The differences between people's preferences. I far enjoy some methods over others. For example, I have little desire to do ocean cruises. I have little desire to do all-inclusive resorts in Hawaii or Mexico that everyone loves to do. But that doesn't mean that I'm right. I just prefer a different way. I prefer a different how to travel. I might even enjoy a gated condo or a cruise once or twice in my life. I'm not totally against that per se, but only if the who is coming with makes it worth it. I often find that the who is coming with often makes the how irrelevant or of minor importance. Travel is a luxury still. And even if you travel on the cheap, it's still a luxury to be able to do it. And that's something that I don't want to forget. I do know people take for granted luxuries once you've had them enough. It's just human nature. But there are plenty of people that might not have the income, the time, the freedom, courage, or even the correct passport to do it easily. So be grateful that you have those things. This is one thing I was thinking about on this trip. So it was the why part of this book that explored, that made me reflect a lot, even more than the how. The main why that I think I travel, that I know I travel, is that it awakens me and creates a surge of curiosity in all aspects of my life. When away, when I return, it creates a receptiveness I can't ignore, and it makes me better for it. That's the key word, receptiveness. Like, if you think like exercise does for a surge of energy to the body and mind, the receptiveness, at least I gain when traveling, it allows me and provides me with the best form of a renewed curiosity to the world around me. And I think it does that for other people too, from what I've heard. A receptiveness to be humble, to listen, to try things, to explore new ways not familiar with you, a receptiveness to see a different custom, a receptiveness to reinvent how you think about the world. What I know is the best part about this receptiveness, as I started thinking about it, is that is that if you embrace it, it comes home with you. It makes time with your kid at home a more curious adventure on a regular Sunday afternoon in your hometown. It makes, while stuck at work, have a slightly different spark to solve a problem that you wouldn't have had otherwise. It makes your neighborhood you thought you knew everything about or enough about teem with just a few more stories to unlock if you dare to look. So those are some of the things of the receptiveness I started thinking about that I really love about the why of travel. And I love this why part of travel. And if God willing, you have the means and health to do it, it's very fulfilling. It's been fulfilling me in the most beautiful places I've visited, and even some of the most drab places I've been, like North Dakota oil fields in the wintertime. Drab. But there was some why there that I was enjoying, something new, something different. And that tells me that if it's that it's portable, it comes with you wherever you go.